Come on now, get the crowd going. Rocky's up. Rocky doing the high flying line. Corkscrew, where's the cradle? Dunk it down. That was dope. Let's go. Hey, let's go to the replay, y'all. Straight through. Gotta cheer. There's another replay, another shot of it. Oh my! Come on, you guys gotta cheer.
Yeah, he got super grills on that.
You like that one?
He got it. I like that.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Up next, it's gonna be hard. Sonics. Squash. He's doing the rattle the owl over the needle. I'm having a bad hair day done.
All right. Big Statue of Liberty. That was tight. That was tight. That man came and stretched his arm. He got a replay.
Vote. We get a vote. There's a double.
Right. Oh.
Come on, if you like him, you gotta cheer for him. Up next, from the Cleveland Cavs, Whammer the Slammer. Watch out, MC Hammer. You can't touch this dunk. Pressure's on him. Pressure's on him. This is his last chance. Cleveland. He missed the dunk.
Smashed him. Oh, can he do it again? He missed the dunk.
I don't want to
Do it again. Do it again.
I think he doesn't get to do it again. So now who's going to
Do it again.
Who's going to
Do it again.
Here's the replay right here. You can see what
Let's
happens.
see the replay.
He's up.
And he misses all on the floor. Broke his neck all on the. Whammer the
So
Slammer.
now, do we have a winner or are they all winners?
That's all.
Can we cheer? Can we get a cheer?
Yeah.
You know what? What's up? I think we all got winners here.
Kerry Kittles and Allen Iverson in the backcourt. Now, here are the rules for this Schick rookie game. There are two 15-minute halves. Personal fouls are counted, but no player can foul out. There are only 8 men on the squad, so they get a chance to show what they can do. And if there is a tie at the end of the game, the first team to 3 points wins the game. And as Hubie mentioned, we have had close games throughout this rookie contest. Last year, Rasheed Wallace hit a jumper, and then Joe Smith missed a 3-pointer as time ran out. And the East won, Hubie, 94-92 in a thriller.
They've been very good. Majority of the time, we get unselfish play. The thing that you're looking for here, from a coaching standpoint, is you just want the guys to play hard, give the ball up when the guy has an open shot.
The officials working this rookie game, Nolan Fine, Bill Spooner, and Michael Smith, as we take a look at 79-year-old Red Auerbach, who led the Celtics to 9 NBA championships, 8 in a row. And Red Holtzman, who led the Knicks to 2 memorable titles in the 70s and played on an NBA championship team with the Rochester Royals way back in 1951.
When I was in college at Niagara, the following fall, we played 5 exhibition games against the Rochester Royals.
That must have been a thrill.
Oh, come on. It's Bobby Davies and Red Holzman,
Bobby Wanzer,
and Arnie Rison, who was here last night. It was just a thrill. You're absolutely right.
Allen Iverson trying to save it to Kerry Kittles. Teams are wearing their own uniforms. The East in the home white. We're playing in Cleveland, and the West in the darker uniforms.
Iverson has 23 points a game. He's had 7 assists, but he's right at the top of the league in turnovers. And you can see right there, that pass, he tried to thread a needle, and the inside guy never got a chance to see it.
Here's Kobe Bryant, who about a week ago became the youngest player ever to start an NBA game. 18 years and 5 months against Dallas, and he is a wonder. Kobe Bryant playing under the pressure of playing with a contender.
Well, you know, when they gave him a starting chance, he averaged 15 points. So, you know, he was doing a bang-up job. He's a 3-point guy, and they also love to post him up.
Kobe Bryant, of course, his dad, Jelly Bean Bryant, played in the NBA. 13th pick from Charlotte, traded to the Lakers. His rights were for Vlade Divac. So on the turnover, it'll be the West ball, coached by Red Holtzman. And here is Derek Fisher, who was the backup point guard before Kobe Bryant actually took over that job for the Lakers.
Ow!
And Bryant went up, had it stripped away out of bounds. Last touch by the West. Kobe Bryant, who was 21 points twice. Those is season's high thus far. Antoine Walker tries to get into Camby, who converts.
Well, Camby's had a difficult time in the first half of the year with numerous injuries, but anytime that he has the minutes, he gets it done.
Travis Knight is fouled going in. Interesting story with Travis Knight, who was the 29th pick in the draft by the Chicago Bulls, who renounced his rights, and the Lakers picked him up, and he has played more and more, nearly 15 minutes thus far.
No, you like his effort. He's an excellent offensive board man. He's a good defender. You know, his last 2 years, he averaged 9 rebounds a game at the University of Connecticut, and he has been a pleasant surprise for the Lakers. You love his attitude, Dick.
Eric Dampier committing the foul, and Travis Knight, who has not been a good free throw shooter, hits them both. He has been 54% from the line.
Well, are you his shooting coach? Because I know you had that last one just for, you know, the excitement, right?
Reminding about Don Nelson's winning basket that we saw.
Right. Very good.
Against the Lakers,
That's right.
You think
to win the championship.
You don't think we don't look at that film a few times? Here is Camby on a pick and roll to Dampier, loses the ball to Kobe Bryant. And Harris is passed to Matt Maloney, and Maloney threw it right in the hands of Antoine Walker. Players who are playing for teams that are not winning get the most playing time, and this is back down the other way. Series of turnovers, and Derek Fisher, the rookie from Arkansas Little Rock, who was the 24th pick, gets the layup to make it 6-2 in favor of the West.
Remember, we told you they just met yesterday. They worked out for less than an hour, and as you can see, we said let's not have any turnovers. We only had about 13 so far.
And they're giving hard fouls, UB, in this rookie game as Gary Kittles has hit going in. So we've already had 7 turnovers in the game, and Kittles will shoot 2.
Now you're going to see Matt Maloney just dish off here to Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher has really made an excellent contribution in the backup point guard role behind Nick Van Exel with the Lakers. He's participated in 44 of the 46 games.
3 rookies on a contending team. Right now, the Lakers, the #1 record in the Western Conference, so that says a lot for their maturity.
Yeah, well, you know, the Lakers really like Fisher. He was the Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year, and he played at Arkansas Little Rock.
Kobe Bryant from downtown. Kobe Bryant hits a 3, so Bryant now has 5 points of the 9 for the West, who've moved out to a 7-point lead. Kittles missed both free throws at the other end. Here's Allen Iverson feeding Camby, and Camby scores. The top 2 draft picks last year, Iverson #1 and Camby, the college player of the year, right behind.
I like what I saw right there. Iverson came off, took it right into the lane. He could have forced the shot. Instead, dropped it off.
Here is Raheem, has it stripped away by Allen Iverson. He may be feisty and maybe outspoken, but he's spectacular. And he's one to watch. Pass inside to Dampier, who slams it through. Eric Dampier, and I'll tell you, one guy's got to admire that is Wilt. Maloney goes in, has it deflected out of bounds by Kittles. It is still West ball.
Well, Eric Dampier was the 10th pick in the draft by the Indiana Pacers out of Mississippi State, and he stepped in for Rick Smits, who missed quite a few games in the early part of the season. Dampier, they love his talent. Size, long arms, good rebounder, shot blocker.
Here's Maloney firing a 3 and missing. Dampier battling Knight for the loose ball, and it's kept in bounds. Abdur Rahim misses from long range. But you're right about Dampier, who started 21 games, and of course getting to the Final Four last year with Mississippi State didn't hurt either. And a whistle and a foul as Iverson was fouled trying to beat Derek Fisher off the dribble, and Fisher picking up his first.
When you look at Allen Iverson, you realize that there is no one player who's going to stop him defensively. He is so clever with the basketball. His first step is an explosive step, so he can get a shot anytime that he really wants. He can force up a shot.
That says a lot, and you know, he's not a bad playmaker either. Knight with a great feed from Maloney, could not finish the job, but he's fouled. And Travis Knight will go to the line. Talk about Houston Rockets waiting to get back. There was Clyde Drexler.
Now, right out of the CBA, Matt Maloney. It's a nice feed off. What I like about Maloney's doing tonight, he's distributing the basketball. And then once again, we tell you, Another factor with Travis Knight, he's 7 foot, but he runs the lanes, Dick.
And there are 2 members of the University of Connecticut Huskies, Ray Allen and Travis Knight, in this game. And over the top.
You're right.
Kobe
He came
Bryant.
out of the mezzanine.
Yeah.
Over the top. Over the top.
Literally over the top.
That's right.
For the East squad, from the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Basket interference.
Keep an eye to your left. There's Kobe coming. Now, naturally, it's basketball interference because he held on to the rim with that left hand.
So Vitaly Potapko comes into the game, the favorite of the Cleveland fans. Potapko from Wright State, and the jumper, and it doesn't take long for him to get the cheers of his hometown.
I tell you, Dick, he has great hands. He's excellent face in the basket, and he has a low post game with his back to the basket.
Maloney over to Abdul Rahim. And look at Kobe Bryant coming out of nowhere and nearly tapped one in. Here's Iverson, 2-on-1 with Terry Kittles. A couple of former Big East players couldn't convert, and Maloney has Fisher and Bryant with a reverse jam. Kobe Bryant now with 7 points in the game. And the score is 12-8 in favor of the West with 10:33 remaining in the first half. 15-minute halves. Iverson beats his man off the dribble, and he made it look easy.
You're absolutely right. I mean, he just blew by Fisher. Okay.
And the leading scorer on his team. You know, he doesn't just shoot, although he'll take the shots, averaging 7 assists as well. Kittles on a nice steal gets the ball back, and Potapko can't convert out of bounds. And now we're going to go to the bench.
Well, anytime that you watch all-star games, you know the game is played in peaks and valleys. Plus, there are an awful lot of turnovers. Players like to open up, try to do fancy things. This is an unselfish play. Now here comes Bryant with a reverse.
7 points for Kobe Bryant. Ray Allen of the Milwaukee Bucks has come in the game along with John Wallace, who plays with the New York Knicks. And Wallace will inbound. Camby will inbound the ball. And into the game now, Lorenzen Wright, who replaced Samaki Walker of the Dallas Mavericks. Wright, who was the 7th pick in the draft from the LA Clippers, will be coming in, and a timeout has been called. Each team can call 1 timeout in the first half. Well, time to bring you up to date on what we have coming up on the NBA on Turner next week. Tuesday on TNT at 8 o'clock. The Detroit Pistons, red hot with the sensational Grant Hill against Miami. That'll be a great matchup. Wednesday on TBS at 8 o'clock, the Orlando Magic, who have come back strong after a slump earlier in the year, against the Detroit Pistons. And Friday night, UB will be at Atlanta on TNT at 8 o'clock when the Chicago Bulls go against the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks beat the Bulls earlier this year at the Omni. And tomorrow, of course, on NBC, the NBA All-Star Game beginning at 6 o'clock Eastern.
It's been a great experience, Dick, being in a hotel where the top 50 players, you know, over the period of time of the NBA are staying. And it's really nice. You see Moses Malone here, and Lenny Wilkins was in the previous picture, and Dr. J. You can see the faces here, and then we have Clyde Drexler in your screen, and we know that Clyde had to step out because of a hamstring injury. There's Kevin McHale doing a great job as a general manager. And who's that guy with that green jacket?
Right in the middle. Look at Magic, Jordan, and Bird all right in the middle. And you know what was even amazing? They have this 50th anniversary book with the color photos of all the players. Every one of these players getting autographs of the other 50 members, like a 6-year-old kid would.
Well, yeah, it's a great time to step back, reflect on the history of the league, because they're the ones that have put the game into the status that it is today. And there's a young fellow right there with a few rings in his in his drawer, John Havlicek.
They're all here, and they're all going to witness NBA Saturday night. Marcus Camby with a high arcing jump shot, and Lorenzen Wright in the game taps it over to Bryant. 2-point lead for the West with under 10 minutes to go. Kobe Bryant with a reverse layup. Looks like he wants to try to nail down the MVP award in this first half.
Well, there's no doubt about it, Dick, that every time he gets the ball, he's looking at the rim.
Allen Iverson controlling the ball, working against Fisher. He's beaten him off the dribble several times already. Trying to do it again, but this time Roy Rogers in the game takes it out of his hands, and the feed to Bryant a little behind him. As Hubie mentioned, these guys just got to know each other, but talk about a guy who can pass behind his back as well as anyone even today, the Coos.
Well, I liked when the TNT and the NBA did the film for 2 hours for television. Bob Cousy saying, you know, back in the old days, I was going behind my back and through my legs, and today every kid in the 12 years of age is doing it in the local playground.
But he was the first. Give him credit.
That's right.
Steve Nash has come into the game, the rookie from the Phoenix Suns. And Potapenko committing the foul, and Maloney will inbound. So Roy Rogers, Lorenzen Wright, Nash, Maloney, and Iverson very nearly with the steal. And missing outside is Bryant.
Wow. Tough ball.
Lorenzen Wright has his shot blocked away by Camby, and it is still West ball.
Now you got to see on this loose ball. Now let's just watch right in the middle of your picture, off the hip. Now that's Nash out of Santa Clara, who's playing with Phoenix.
Iverson all over Maloney, and here is Lorenzen Wright. And good defense that time by Potapenko, and loose ball. Here is Bryant, and fouled by Camby underneath. He wasn't going to let Kobe get the easy layup there.
Well, Kobe Bryant is showing us an awful lot of energy, but I also think that he should, you know, try to play with the other 4 guys that are on the floor right now. Okay. You know, the game will come to you when you play these kind of games also.
He's already taken 6 shots. A little under 9 minutes, so another turnover. And Camby's going to go out, and Antoine Walker comes back in, who played with the national champion Kentucky Wildcats. And Walker playing 32 minutes, as you might expect, starting 31 games for a team that's really having its problems, the Boston Celtics. Ray Allen with a fall away, banks it in against 2 defenders.
Ray's having an outstanding year for a rookie playing the 2-guard position for the Milwaukee Bucks in that starting lineup.
Tied at 12, nearly 8.5 minutes remaining. And Matt Maloney hits the jump shot. There's an Iverson fan. Too early to get the autograph, sweetie. Wait till the end of the game. Iverson controlling now, guarded by Nash. Wallace working against Kobe Bryant. And Iverson crashing the boards, and Antoine Walker on the follow tips it in.
Antoine Walker's looking at this game as a night off. You know, this is like playing in the park. Because when you have to line up night in and night out as the starting center for the Boston Celtics, give away inches and maybe 50 pounds and get pounded physically.
And leading the team in rebounds at 6'9". Last guy to do that was Dave Cowens, the redhead. Potapenko with the basket, his 2nd of the game. Everyone on the East has scored except for Kittles and Wallace now. And Lorenzen White at the other end with an acrobatic shot. The score now is 16 all with 7:45 and running remaining in the first half. Rogers guarding Walker. Walker in the lane. That was reminiscent of Magic's shot against the Celtics. Is Bill Russell, another former member of the Green. Nash misses a 3, and here comes Iverson. Finding Walker. Well done by Iverson, and Walker filling the lane. 4-point East lead. Now Bryant setting it up. He's guarded by Antoine Walker. Matt Maloney's played the entire game thus far for the West. And Bryant takes yet another shot and hits it. A 3-point basket, his 2nd of the game. And Kobe Bryant now with 10.
Well, Jerry was in love with his talent. You can see already he's a definite 3-point player. He's excellent off the dribble. He can post up with his back to the basket, and he can fly in the open floor.
And better than Jerry said he expected.
Well, you know, 6'6" stick. He's got the total package.
Long rebound on Walker's miss to Nash to Maloney, and it looked like he might have been fouled, but timeout will be called. It'll be East ball. 1-point lead for the East rookies in this Schick rookie game. 6:35 remaining in the first half.
And this is a guy thing, right?
Schick brings you the shaving system for sensitive skin.
Is this a sensitive part?
Designed to give a smooth shave with less irritation. Schick Tracer FX.
You the sensitive type? I like that.
Designed for the man with sensitive skin, Schick Tracer FX.
Someday, my office will have a window. Someday, my boss will be me. Someday, I will meet the man of my dreams. Guess not today.
The Chevy Camaro's 200 horsepower 3800 V6. Therapeutic, isn't it?
Good morning.
Good morning.
What can I do for you?
2 copies, please.
Yesterday, Evelyn Hartwell fulfilled a dream big enough to change her life, small enough to hold in her hand. She got the keys to her first home.
Thank you.
By the way, congratulations.
For a free guide that can help you get a home of your own, call the Fannie Mae Foundation. We're showing America a new way home.
Couple of guys named Red coaching this game. Red Holtzman, 14 years the Knick head coach. And, of course, the legendary Arnold Red Auerbach, 16 years. He is the one link throughout the Celtics lore, currently president of the team. And right now, let's go to one of the former MVPs of this rookie game with Penny Hardaway, is Cheryl Miller.
Thanks a lot, Dick. Obviously, Penny, you have a lot of fond memories, 94 MVP. What were some of your memories like?
Well, I think the biggest thing I remember is Doug Collins triple teaming me. That's probably the biggest thing I remember about the rookie game. I was yelling at him, saying, hey, this is a rookie game, all-star game, man. Let me play.
Let me tell you, who's really standing out in your mind in this game so far?
Well, I think Antoine Walker. I have to give props to my man, Lorenzen Wright. Ray Allen. I think those guys are really standing out right now.
All right, thanks a lot, Penny. Let's go back to you, Dick.
You're not surprised about Doug Collins' eager style in this game, are you? The All-Star game?
No, and you know what it was? The guys that time, that year, it was very competitive from the coaching standpoint. They really went after their guys and forced them to play hard. And they at least had at least 3 or 4 set plays that they all put in the day before.
Lorenzen Wright committing the foul, and John Wallace missed the free throw, and Antoine Walker. Well, Penny Hardaway knows wherever he speaks. Antoine Walker, he's playing well and converts there.
Well, you know, Walker is so talented, Dick. The guy can play almost any position. The Celtics during the course of the year have played him at the point, 2, 3, 4, and now 5.
Sharif Abdur-Rahim coming back. And Potapiko with the shot. He has 6 points. So Walker and Potapiko now the leading scorers for the East. Sharif Abdur-Rahim and Antoine Walker playing serious defense out there. Here's Nash going down low, and they're going to call Ray Allen with the hold as Travis Knight and Allen Iverson comes back in.
He's foul number 34, Ray Allen.
Right now, you got to see Potapiko put this one away. And what I like about him, Dick, he went into the Chicago camp last year. There were 65 players, and he was definitely heads and shoulders over the other 64.
Nash misses a 3, so Potapiko, who hails from the Ukraine, goes out of the game. Dampier replaces him, and Kerry Kittles misses the mark. Iverson all over the court, trying to get every rebound and every steal. Oh, yes. And there is Sharif Abdur-Rahim, who is the leading scorer on the Grizzlies at 17 a game and their second leading rebounder, and he's playing nearly 34 minutes of action. Allen missed from outside, gets the pass back from Kerry Kittles, and a blind reverse layup misses. Rogers with the rebound. 26-23, the East leading with 4:50 to go, and they claim that Kittles had stepped out of bounds, so it'll be West ball.
Now on this finish, you're going to see to the right of your screen, Abdur-Rahim. Now this young guy is the total package. When you realize that he would only be a sophomore in college this year at the University of California, he has it all. He can run, dunk is there, good with the basketball, off the dribble, good post-up player. He doesn't have a lot of weight as of yet, but in the next couple of years, you're going to hear big things about him.
Travis Knight hits wide open from the corner. Abdur Rahim out of the University of California is ranks among the top 5 in about 5 or 6 categories amongst these rookies. Kobe Bryant back in there for the West. Dampier overnight. Knight doing a solid job. Got a piece of that one.
He sure did.
And here is Bryant, and Iverson knocked it away from behind. And a 3-on-1 break, and Marcus Camby, he ought to be in the slam dunk contest with that move.
That was pretty.
Camby with 6. And it's 28-25, the East leading with 4:12 to go. Roy Rogers missed. Inside, no foul. Camby with an alley-oop. Perry Kittles, and was that a beauty? Remember, these guys haven't worked together.
Kerry Kittles has done a fantastic job, Dick, with the New Jersey Nets. We're talking about a guy who's, you know, up over that 25 mark a number of nights. Everybody is kind of surprised with the numbers that he's putting up there. He's doing a good job shooting-wise and the minutes.
And Larry Brown said Kerry Kittles is the best rookie I've seen in the NBA this year.
That's quite a tribute.
Iverson, no look to Camby, and the East putting on a show now, leading 32-25.
Yeah, you're sitting out there and you're saying, well, why are some of these guys averaging so many points with teams? The other guys are not, and they're in this game. Everything is minutes. Right. You got to have your minutes, and you got to have shot attempts. If you're drafted by a good playoff team, you're not going to get the minutes that some of these other guys are who are playing on bad teams.
Allen Iverson now with 5 assists in the game as he feeds Camby, who has 8 or 10. So Camby with 10, and it's 35-24, an 11-point lead for the East. And Allen Iverson is a show, isn't he?
Look, he has had over 35 in games. Now, when he cuts down on his his turnovers, and he starts shooting a higher percentage by getting into like 46 to 48%, then his scoring, who's going to stop? This is just a great drop-off pass into Camby because he just can fly by anywhere. Cut back the turnovers, shoot a higher percentage, don't make the game difficult. And when he gets this all together, watch out, because he's the type of player that can get you 50 in a game.
Every member of the East squad of 8 has scored in this game, and now Derek Fisher is on the free throw line. He was fouled by Marcus Camby. Fisher replacing Stephon Marbury of Minnesota, and while he's here and not playing, Marbury is a great story. Coming out of Georgia Tech and really doing the job. You mentioned the great job that Kevin McHale has done with 2 great jobs, Kevin Garnett and Marbury, 2 fine young players.
Well, you say Gugliotta, Garnett as your cornerstones, and in Marbury in the backcourt, you have 3 of the great young talents that we have in the league. Plus, they are playing to their potential. There's a big start having potential, not getting it done. These 3 guys are doing it.
That was Dampier on the slam. Kobe Bryant, who does not have many assists, as Allen Iverson has taken a shot. There is Joe Bryant. Maybe that's a strategy. Look, no, you're 18, who knows?
Jelly Bean was in the league for a number of years and then ended up his career over in Europe. Kobe, naturally the family traveled with Jelly Bean, and what happened when they were over there is that Kobe had his education, speaks fluent Italian. It was a great experience for their family.
That was against the Dallas Mavericks, youngest player ever to start an NBA game. Matt Maloney will replace Derek Fisher in the lineup for the West. Maloney, 25 years old, is the oldest of the players in this Schick rookie game. Bryant with the free throws makes 1. He has 11 points. 8-point lead for the East, 36-28 with 2:40 now remaining in the first half. Kerry Kittles for 3. He's got it. Kittles coming in as the 3rd leading scorer on his team, the Nets.
Well, he can make the threes, Dick. And also, if you fall asleep, he's very quick to the basket off the dribble.
Knight bounces it into Roy Rogers. Just off the front rim, and Marcus Camby into the hands of Antoine Walker. Here's Walker with a move, and Dampier follows up. And as Hubie mentioned, when you get a chance to play, and Dampier got a chance because of the Rick Smits injury, and he made the most of it. Missing for 3, Kobe Bryant, and there's Travis Knight against Wallace converting.
The advantage of having a baby hook shot. That was a nice move by Travis.
Camby at the other end comes back. And with under 2 minutes to go, it's 43-30. Rick Barry looking on, and you got to be amazed at what these rookies, the talent that they have now. Here's Kobe Bryant, picked up the loose ball on the bounce pass. Bryant now with 13 points. He is the game high scorer. Marcus Camby leads the East with 12. Here's John Wallace firing a 3. Wallace this year has only tried 3 from downtown and hit 1, so that's not been his shot. Not so for Maloney, who misses as well from 3-point range. And no-look pass goes nowhere for Antoine Walker. Bill Murray in the crowd. And watching this great weekend here in Cleveland's Gund Arena.
This is just a nice pass right down in. Nice pickup by Kobe Bryant. You know, during the summer, Dick, Kobe Bryant, for the LA Summer League team, he averaged 25 points a game. And that opened the eyes of all of the free agent players, CBA guys, players who were drafted by the teams who participate in the LA Summer League. So not only did he have the talent, he was drafted, the trade was made, Vlade Divac from LA to Charlotte, Kobe Bryant to the LA Lakers. They put him in the Summer League, he delivers, he shows you that he can score. Now we know that there's the Summer League, then the the exhibition, then the regular season, and the playoff. So there are really 4 seasons of intensity, meaning the defense and then how you have to stay within the offensive philosophies.
Kobe Bryant, of course, is going to be a busy guy tonight. On this All-Star Saturday night, he's one of 6 contestants in the slam dunk contest. Ray Allen as well. Bob Sura, who played in the rookie game last year representing the Cavaliers.
That is just a nice, now that was a loose ball and it just carried right on through to Bryant. But like I said, that was a nice pickup.
Bryant has 13 points and 6 rebounds. Knight is second with 7 points. Camby with 12 points and Walker with 8 lead the East. As we wind down to a minute remaining in this first half, Maloney has it deflected by Iverson. Gets the ball back and has it rejected by Dampier out of bounds. So a tip ball by Iverson and a sheer rejection.
We had a double block. Iverson, you see it right here. And then as the ball hits and goes, Maloney makes a nice move. He thinks he has it. Dampier just sends it out of here.
And Maloney goes in again. Boy, he's getting a lot of resistance trying to get off an outside shot or a layup. And Kittles from Iverson. So Kerry Kittles, and he's waiting to get back and help the Houston Rockets.
Well, that guy in the picture has done many of those dunks, you know, in the air. The acrobatic shot and catch.
He's one of the 5 slamma-jammas at the University of Houston. Dampier with a good outlet to Iverson. This time he'll take it himself. He had Camby there, but Allen Iverson with the basket, his second, but he's been active. And a 15-point lead for the East rookies. 24 seconds to go. Iverson has Camby. This time he goes to the big guy. And it's now 49-32, a 17-point lead for the East. Maloney goes through a crowd. Great no-look pass to Abdur-Rahim. That was a great pass by Maloney. He's giving the Rockets what they need in that department. Kittles from Iverson, and the East just beating the West down court. Iverson has 8 assists here in the half.
Well, you know, during the regular season, when guards drive and get inside the lane, because of team defensive velocities, people automatically rotate back. In all-star games, you don't have that. All the players play under different defensive rules. So, you know, you see a lot of sloppy play. You see a lot of fast break basketball.
And you see a lot of spectacular play. A lot of that from Allen Iverson. Travis Knight got that last basket. And at the half, here at the Schick rookie game, the East leading the West by a score of 51-36.
Dave Bing is considered the Detroit Pistons' first true superstar. He was a fierce competitor and a smooth offensive player who led the league in scoring in 1967. Today, Joe Dumars might be considered Detroit's unsung superstar. This 5-time All-Star has been an important cog in the Pistons' engine with his offensive spark, defensive tenacity, and quiet leadership.
Well, there's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
You can see right there that this everyone is getting their chance. The closest thing to defense is the wind that is being lost as people are flying through and attacking the rim. A couple of nice lob. Kittles has had a couple in also. Canby finishing. Kobe Bryant, you know, leading the scoring here for the West with 13 points. And then Canby doing a great job. 14 points for the Eastern team on 7 of 9 shooting.
And you mentioned Allen Iverson, who's taken only 2 shots from the field. He has made both of them, but has 8 assists in the game. So we're underway here in the second half. Sharif Abdur-Rahim of the Vancouver Grizzlies, formerly of the University of California, with a great pass tonight. That was a underhanded pass tonight, who could not convert. So now Iverson with Canby, Kittles, Antoine Walker, and Eric Dampier. Knocked away, but controlled by Dampier. And the Indiana Pacer out of Mississippi State hits the jumper. He has 8.
In the 3 previous games, Dick, we've definitely had much better defense. The players went after one another a little bit tougher than what we're seeing here this evening.
Every year is different, and traveling is called. So Dampier travels, and the West will take over. Again, want to remind you, we got 3 big games coming up next week. TNT on Tuesday, Detroit at Miami on Wednesday on TBS, Orlando at Detroit, and Friday on TNT, the Chicago Bulls against the Atlanta Hawks in Atlanta. All games starting at 8 o'clock. That was Matt Maloney hitting from downtown. That's the 3rd 3-point basket for the West. Canby misses the layup, and here's Kobe Bryant, but the East getting back on defense.
Well, the West, they just opened up here now. Play a little defense, knock in a couple of threes, take it to the basket, get some easy layups.
And Canby might have knocked that ball away as Walker and Canby double team Bryant, and it is a turnover, and it'll be East ball.
Outside of being ice cold, we said the West only shot 37%. They complicated it with 9 turnovers, Dick. When you're playing a 15-minute half, that's a ton.
Antoine Walker with a stop and go draws the foul. Abdur-Rahim with the foul, and so Antoine Walker going to the line. He is the Celtics' highest pick in the last 10 years, and he has done a terrific job, as we said, off the boards. And of course plays for the team that once led by that man, Larry Bird. But hard times in Boston these days, Evie.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's hard to play in the league without a center, and they have 3 guys on the injured list who play that position. The team is trying to play with 5, you know, 6'6" to 6'8" players. Antoine Walker doing a terrific job for them, and we know that his true position is probably the small forward. So you have a lot of guys playing out of position there, but they're hustling, they're scrapping, they're trying to do the best they can.
Abdur-Rahim double team, forces it up, and here's Canby, a 4-on-1 right now for the East Stars, and Iverson.
There you go.
There's a switch and rolls. Canby going to Iverson. Those two have worked it mighty large in the first half, 56-39, and 2 minutes gone by here in the second half.
See, this is what Kobe Bryant loves to do, and that is post up, throw to fade. Iverson doubled down. Beautiful shot block.
That's the second time Iverson has got a piece of a jump shot attempt from outside. Bryant trying to chase Iverson, who has a low pass into Canby, who draws the foul anyway. Pretty good tandem going on there between the first and second picks in the NBA draft last year. Allen Iverson and Marcus Camby.
Yeah, Marcus Camby really had a very nice first half. Not only the 14 points, 5 rebounds, a couple shot blocks. This is a beautiful lob. Here comes Iverson. When Canby gets over the injuries, Dick, gets healthy, builds up his upper body, this guy's going to be a whirlwind in this league.
He's rounding into form and has been a starter lately. Mentioned he's had a string of injuries, including a strained lower back, and that really got him underway in a slow fashion.
You know, he's so quick, the long arms, good defense, rebounder, shot blocker, can play all 3 positions on the front line.
I picked up by Walker. Here is Abdur-Rahim. Kobe Bryant guarded by Kerry Kittles, who throws up an air ball. Kobe Bryant not bashful, is he? for the 18-year-old.
Well, you know, at halftime he had 12 shot attempts, and that was 3 more than anyone else in the game.
He's 5 for 14 right now. Antoine Walker with a layup. Picks up a loose ball, 59-39, a 20-point lead for the East.
Nice.
And Bryant finally passes one behind his back to Abdur Rahim, and a nifty one at that. You're seeing a lot of the all-time great 50 in the crowd, and they're all great. Here's Kerry Kittles trying to beat Bryant off the dribble, batted outside. Here's a Maloney and Abdur Rahim, and the Vancouver Grizzly with the shot and the basket. 10 points now for Abdur Rahim. Bryant with 13 and Knight with 9 are the 3 top scorers for the West.
That was Roy Rogers out of University of Alabama that blocked that shot to send them out on the break.
One of the best rookie shot blockers in the league is Dampier is fouled. Right now, let's go to Craig Sager, who's with Irvin Magic Johnson. Craig?
Well, Dick, as we all know, the NBA has not always been this popular. There was a time with declining TV ratings, a lack of charismatic players, and then along came Magic. And Irvin, I know you enjoy All-Star Weekend. It's been very busy for you this week. Tell us about your weekend.
Well, it's been busy because, first of all, on Thursday, I announced that we're building a Magic Johnson Theater here right after the winter. So this will be my 4th one. And then we got I guess the 50 great players, and I got lucky. I guess somebody decided I was one of those guys. So we've been taking pictures and having parties, really talking with one another, getting autographs from each other. That's been the fun part. Everybody walking around getting each other's autographs. And I'm here to just see, like right now, seeing a rookie game, and I look forward to the slam dunk 3-point contest and the game, of course, tomorrow, because these are our brightest stars, and these are the guys we look forward to carrying us on even after Michael is done.
And 3 of them, by the way, are Lakers. Also, he's been busy retrieving his mail from the hotel because Irvin Johnson and Ernie Johnson are similar, and he got a call from Ernie's wife saying that the report card was good news. Dick?
Yeah, that's good, because Ernie was waiting for that report, and it was good news, and that's why you've seen Ernie in a good mood today. Abdur Rahim has it deflected away. I just hope we get some passes to the latest Magic Johnson Theater.
There you go.
We saw a terrific block from Roy Rogers inside. You mentioned him before.
Yeah, you know, you really like his talent. He's a quick rebounder, quick jumper, long arms, can make it happen for you defensively.
Kobe Bryant with the basket and draws the foul as well. Remember, you can't foul out, but we do count fouls. Knight has 3.
Now you can see at 6'6", this guy's got some talent, because not only does he have the range factor that you always have to guard against, but he also has the ability to take it off the dribble and go either way on you. So, you know, and he'll eventually end up with a fairly decent shot once he penetrates into the painted area.
Good numbers for Kobe Bryant on the line as Lorenzen Wright replaces Travis Knight, who goes out of the game. Foul was on Potapico, and here is Lorenzen Wright with the baby hook and his second basket.
Now Wright is starting to get major minutes with the Clippers at the starting position, and he has stepped up his game, and it's added to the Clippers' push for the playoffs, because if we started the playoffs today, the Clippers would be the 8th spot in the Western Conference.
7th pick was Lorenzen Wright, and he's averaging nearly 4.5 rebounds. Allen Iverson on a foray is fouled going to the hoop, and the foul is against Steve Nash.
You know, you look at the Clippers, Dick, and you know, you had Stanley Roberts injured again, probably going to have back surgery, the 7-foot center, and then you also have Brian Williams, never re-signed, and there's their coach Bill Fitch, and Bill has done once again an excellent job, and they're always that one major force in the pivot area away from securing that spot.
Here's Wright of the Clippers with a turnaround. Allen and Iverson crash the boards, and here is Ray Allen. Nice. So Allen and Iverson with Wallace, Walker, and Potapico in the game right now. Out of bounds, it is still East ball. Iverson has 8 points, 8 assists, and 3 blocks. So he has really been the top player for the East, and maybe in the entire game. Nash trying to defend Iverson. Getting a little fancy out here, and he can do it. Off the rim, Wright with a quick pass to Fisher. 3-on-1 break, and Kobe Bryant doesn't get the layup, but draws the foul, and he'll shoot a pair.
He's fouled number 34, Ray Allen, his third.
Ray Allen committing the foul. And talking with some of the East players, asked them in the dressing room, what was your highlight of the year? To a man, they said, playing against Michael Jordan and being on the same court as the Chicago Bulls. Just playing in a game against the Bulls.
Well, that's not bad. Scotty, NBA first team selection the last 3 years. All defensive player along with that. When you say Scottie Pippen, you know you're going to get 15 to 25 points. You're probably going to get about 7 to 8 rebounds along with 7 assists.
In other words, a brilliant all-round player.
Oh, I would think so. Those kind of numbers.
Antoine Walker foul going to the hoop.
Foul number 8, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant with a foul.
Now this is just Iverson measuring Steve Nash right here. Let's face it, no one guy's going to stop him off the dribble penetration. He blew by Nash, got down into the lane, and then forced up a tough shot.
John Wallace going strong to the basket and his foul. Wallace, who's out of Syracuse. Lorenzen Wright committing the foul, his second foul.
John Wallace at the line.
Now, Wallace has made an excellent contribution in his rookie year with the Knicks. Now, this is the perfect example of being drafted on the first round and then have to fight for minutes because you're on a playoff team, a veteran team. Larry Johnson's in front of you. He's going to play 36 to 38 minutes. How much time is there for you to get in and get the job done?
But he has done an excellent job because he has long arms. He's a good offensive rebounder.
Nash going to the hoop, lays it in. John Wallace, by the way, has played the fewest minutes of anyone on the Eastern team. A little bit too high for Iverson. Let's see if they call Nash with the foul, and they do. So a glimpse at the acceleration of Steve Nash out of Santa Clara. Want to remind you, still to come, we have plenty of activity here from the Gund Arena. The American Express $1 Million shot coming up right after this game. The AT&T shootout and the Nestle Crunch slam dunk. All-Star Saturday night.
Oops, bad pass.
Ray Allen working against Fisher and finally held by Fisher.
You look at this game and we know we have 16 players here, 15 guys that were drafted in the first round. Then you also have Matt Maloney, free agent, playing for Houston. But people forget there were 12 first-round draft picks who were not chosen to play in this game. That must be a very difficult thing for the player to swallow. Now, you know that Marbury and Samaki Walker are injured or they would be playing. Now, 4 of those 12 players are European players. And 3 of them decided not to play in the NBA. And then only one, decided to come over here, and he's a backup down there at Miami. And talking about Miami, they only play 7, 8 guys, and they're having a great season. So, you look at it, you say, well, what? Gee whiz, why didn't some of those guys make it? It keeps coming down to minutes. Can you get minutes? Can you be seen? And then can you get shot attempts and get a chance to do your dance? That's what it's all about, minutes.
And as we said, Wallace has played the fewest minutes, 13 plus, but most of these players here, these rookies, have been in the 15 to 30 range. So they've had a chance to do their dance.
And that's why you say you never grade them in that first year, because you never know what's going to happen. Isn't it interesting how many people think that John Stockton came in? Oh, look at these 2 old Knicks right there.
Red's looking more into the crowd at those 2 than he is on his own bench, I think, right now. Red Holtzman.
Walt Frazier and Dave the Busher, 2 of the best.
There's Red Holtzman, and don't forget ex-Senator Bill Bradley and Willis Reed, along with Earl the Pearl Monroe. Great era for the New York Knicks. Kobe Bryant has 18 points, and he can't say this one. Bryant has 18, Abdur Rahim 12. Way behind the East, Marcus Camby with 15 and Antoine Walker with 11 are the top scorers for the East. Ray Allen fires over Fisher for 3. Wallace keeps it alive, and Fisher just strips him of the ball, steps on the line. But credit Derek Fisher with pretty good hustle against the bigger guy.
Yeah, well, the Lakers really like his talent. He's a very savvy point guard. He's a true point guard, and he can finish. And that's very important. And when you play with the Lakers, the most important thing is you must be able to feed the post.
Speaking of the post, Potapico of the Cavaliers with a fall away. Wallace, offensive rebound. And here comes Kobe Bryant. He's got Nash, Abdur-Rahim, Lorenzen Wright, and Derek Fisher. Nash misses a banker. And here comes Ray Allen. 65-54. The lead is 11. At one point, it was 20 for the East.
These games are played, peaks and valleys.
That's right. Teams have runs, don't they?
Now, there's a guy who put up some numbers there in his day. Rick Barry and his sons are playing in the league, and Rick was one of the all-time great small forwards ever to play this game. And when you talk about the best front court passers, you have to put them in the same sentence with Larry Bird and now Charles Barkley, taking double teams and finding the people.
And the shortest of the, well, he was 6'7". Barkley's the shortest of the forwards that pass so well. Fisher winds up on the floor as he missed the layup. Kittles getting it back to Ray Allen. A couple of former Big East players, Kittles at Villanova and Allen at UConn. And Allen is fouled, and we'll have a timeout called by Red Auerbach's East squad. Red Auerbach's East 65, Red Holtzman's West 54 with 7:50 remaining in the second half.
First of all, let's talk a little bit about your player Marcus Camby, playing extremely well, 15 points.
Marcus is playing well. You know, I think what he's come here to do is kind of show everybody that he was the best rookie, and I think he's trying to establish himself. I think he's got like 15 points and like, 8 rebounds already. So let's just see how the rest of the game goes.
Isaiah, what is it like being here with the 50 greatest athletes in the NBA?
I think I'm the biggest fan of all of them. I have my book out, and I went around. I got everybody's autograph, and I had never met Wilt Chamberlain before, and I got a chance to meet him and sit and talk with him, and God, is he big. I didn't realize how big he was, but there's 7 foot, and then I think there's Wilt.
And he still looks like he can go a little bit.
He is big. I mean, he's a different kind of 7 feet. He not the Akeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing type of 7 feet. He Wilt Chamberlain 7 feet.
All right, Isaiah, enjoy the game. Let's go back to you, Dick.
Can you believe that Isaiah Thomas never met Wilt Chamberlain?
That's a staggering thing. First of all, it was nice to hear the happiness and the enjoyment that Isaiah's here and how they are all universal, and the fact that they're getting autographs.
Yeah.
That's terrific.
Every player, I mean, they were like kids getting autographs. I mean, there was Billy Cunningham, John Havlicek going over to Elgin Baylor. Amazing.
Let's go back to Wilt. When you think that Michael Jordan has scored over 50 points 38 times, and then think of Wilt. He only did it 118 times.
Well, that's like the old triple-double.
Yeah, right.
But Oscar Robertson did it for a lifetime.
That's right.
Oscar tutoring Jim Valenti for his $1 million shot. That's going to be coming up soon. We have 7:15 remaining in the second half. The East leading the West 67-55. We've had 3 close games in the rookie contests, and this one right now is 12. It was 20. Here's Derek Fisher feeding Maloney. Maloney off the rim throws actually an air ball, and unable to save it is Travis Knight. So it'll be the East ball. Leading scorers for the East: Marcus Camby with 15, Antoine Walker with 11. Every player has scored for the East, and Kobe Bryant with 18. Abdur-Rahim has 12. Camby, by the way, also with 11 off the glass. Kittles trying to beat Maloney. Dampier comes out of nowhere and slams it through. Eric Dampier.
Hey, Eric Dampier is a big guy. Oh boy, we almost had 3 media people on that one. That ball was a rope. Now just keep an eye to the right of your screen. You're going to see Dampier come in here and take that one and slam it down.
Indiana Pacers trying to get back into action in the playoff race in the Eastern Conference. They need a healthy Rick Smits. Here's Iverson working against Derek Fisher. Stopping spins and hits. Allen Iverson now with 10 points, and he has a bundle of assists so far in this game. He's got 8 of them. Fisher goes low to right against Dampier. Just beat him. What quickness did Lorenzen Wright show there?
Oh, that was beautiful. That was a great drop step. He just kept on going.
14-point lead now, 71-57 East. Camby for 3, hits it. Marcus Camby, who is 11% from downtown. Lenny Wilkins looking on. He's got a big one with the Chicago Bulls next Friday.
The Hawks are playing great. Whenever they get Alan Henderson back to help out that second unit, watch out.
That'll be on TNT in a big week of games on Turner Sports next week. Here is Iverson in a great pass that time. Iverson has 12, and the West wants a timeout. Maybe too much to overcome. Marcus Camby, tell you, he's looking good as a passer as well as a guy who can hit from the perimeter a little bit.
What I like about his game is he's just showing everyone, you know, that, hey, I'm not just an inside guy, a post up, a slasher. I run the lanes. I can do everything. And now I just showed you guys at the table that I can make a three. He has 18 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists.
And he's healthy for the first time this year.
That's absolutely right. That's a major point with Camby.
Let's listen in now to Red.
When you consider that they do not have what you would refer to as a big center, that they've been able to maneuver, you know, and play with 3 forwards and get the job done. It's an outstanding defensive job and great organization by the coaching staff.
Doug Collins talking to Grant Hill's mother and the wife of Calvin Hill, former NFL great. There's Grant. Fisher driving the hoop is fouled. Derek Fisher, who replaced Stephon Marbury of the Minnesota Timberwolves, will go to the line with 5:29 remaining in the second half. The East led by 15 after the first half, extended their lead to 20, and can establish, well, they have a 19-point lead now. Fisher misses the first free throw, and it went through, that we understand. We're getting this communique from Fisher makes both of them. First one didn't look like it went through, but Fisher's got them both, and it's 76-59. Here's Iverson.
Antoine Walker saying, come on, I got Kobe Bryant on me. This is the smallest guy who has played me defensively in 2 months.
Double team, and he throws it away. Maloney with a quick pass to Fisher. Iverson trying for the block, and the basket counts. And Iverson will help up Derek Fisher because he's got to like the move that Fisher showed there.
Anytime you're going to have someone run you down or come for the shot block, always come up on the other side of the rim. See, that was beautiful. Not only does he get a good chance to give a little reverse spin on that baby hook shot, but then the defender is going to come over your back. You got a chance for 3 points.
8 points and 4 assists for Derek Fisher, who got another pat on the back from Allen Iverson, who was really impressed by the move. So a 3-point play by Fisher. And the lead is 14 for the East as we get down to the 5-minute mark. Iverson into Camby. Knight doing a good job against him. Camby, not to be denied, misses it, and Iverson follows. Allen Iverson now with 14 points, and it's a 78-62 game. Iverson from Georgetown and the Philadelphia 76ers now. Nice. Fisher open for 3. Good pass from Travis Knight.
Excellent ball movement. As soon as Knight had the double team, he found Fisher on a diagonal pass.
Lead is 13 with under 4.5 minutes to go. Terry Kittle's trying to post up against Matt Maloney. Camby, long rebound, and here comes the West. They're trailing, and a 4-on-1 break. Fisher lays it in. So Derek Fisher, doing a lot of the damage lately, has scored the last 8 points for the West, and they've cut the lead again to 11. 4:02 to go, and a foul. And now they say a double dribble is a violation. Ray Allen will come into the game for the East, and the West making a run here. And a timeout called by Red Auerbach's East team with 4:01 remaining in the second half. 78-67, the East leading.
Time to think fast as we celebrate the NBA Hit 50 with another edition of Flashback. Can you name a player that has played in the most regular season games ever?
Well, Jim.
Immature, and they have no respect. Well, what will happen is if you don't play to your potential and you do not make the all-star teams and you constantly play on losing teams, it fades quickly. And what will happen is you will be lost in the shuffle as your 3-year contract wears off, the shoe contracts go, the commercials go, and all of a sudden now you just become another player in this league. And
So
it happens quickly, Dick.
Yeah, and you got to produce, and they know that. Roy Rogers with the lay-in, and it's 78-69, a 9-point lead. So the West with a big challenge here against the East with 3:35 to go. Iverson with a scoop shot. Allen Iverson is always there to make the big pass, the big block, or the big basket whenever the East needs it. And another former 76er, the doctor, watching. Let's check in with Craig Sager.
Well, Dick, everybody's getting autographs this weekend, but the best collection belongs to one of the top 50 players of all time, Clyde Drexler. You're having a lot of fun.
Hey, this is like being a kid in a candy store. I've been an avid NBA fan for many, many years. And you know, this occasion is one of the most historic occasions in the history of the NBA. And so I'm having a great time.
What's your most prized autograph?
Well, the greatest of all times. He's right here in front of me. Signed a couple of my books for my young children, and I couldn't be happier.
Well, is it true? Would you like to tell Clyde how many points you would score if you played in the game today? How many points did you average?
Well, you got to understand with the rules of the day, with the offense not allowed to touch you, can't come in and put 3 or 4 guys around you when you don't have the ball. Probably about 65 or 70 might be a good thing, you know.
All right, thanks, guys. Back to Dick and Hubie.
And that's conservative, I bet. Right?
Well, you know what's interesting, Dick? Every time they say the strongest man ever to play the game, there's Will Chamberlain, probably Artis Gilmer's second. And everyone is unanimous about that. When you look back over a period of time, at one time, Wilt had over 50 offensive records in this league. And there's a guy who didn't do a bad job either.
Oh,
he doesn't have enough fingers to carry all the rings that he
You know, in the days before Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, the Bill Russell-Wilt Chamberlain battle was the one everyone came to see in the 50s and 60s. Kobe Bryant on the free throw line. He'll be shooting a 3. He was fouled beyond the arc. Bryant with 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 of 10 from the line. 82-72, the East in front with 3:05 remaining. East had a 20-point lead at one point here in the second half, and the West trying to make a late run at things.
You remember that famous racehorse, Silky Sullivan?
Yeah.
Right? He used to give everyone, spot him about half the track and then come on from like 40 lengths back. That's what the West is trying to do here in the next 3 minutes of this game.
And it'll be interesting to see how far they come as Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, hits both free throws. He now has 23 points. Red Holtzman urging on the West to make that run with 3 minutes to go. The lead is now down to 8 for the East. Allen Iverson spinning his way, going over Maloney. And Matt Maloney the rebound. Fisher is down court.
Nice.
And Derek Fisher with a great move lays it in, and it's a 6-point game. 82-76 with still enough time remaining.
That was a pretty catch and a beautiful move.
How about Fisher with 16 points, 12 here in the second half.
Done a great job.
Allen off the glass, and Roy Rogers fouls Antoine Walker from behind.
44, Roy Rogers.
Now, when you realize that Derek Fisher would not have been in the game,
number 10.
but Stephon Marbury came up with the injury. Now, this is just about. Now, just watch this move while he's in the air. Nice. Let that defender go right on by.
Go up, change hands, and now Antoine Walker makes the free throw. Walker, 57% free throw shooter, so that was the big one for the East, as John Wallace will come into the game, placing Vitaly Potapenko of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Those are Walker's numbers. He's had a good game tonight. Great balance by the East. Everyone scored. And there was more of the 57% shooting variety. Larry Bird winces at that attempt.
We had that the door open and that wind just blew through there. That's all.
So everyone has scored for the West as well. 83-76, 7-point lead, 2:20 to go. Abdur Rahim blocked to the baseline now by Antoine Walker. Plenty of time on the shot clock. That hasn't bothered anyone today. And Derek Fisher deflected. Kobe Bryant works his way in and scores. Kobe Bryant didn't even have control of it at first, has 25 points. Here's a Philadelphia. in his pro career. Billy Cunningham, 83-78. Wallace misses a three. Walker with a big offensive rebound and lays it in. That stops the surge a little bit with 1:50 to go in the second half. Two halves today. 85-78. Bryant throws it away into the hands of Ray Allen. Bad time for a turnover if the West is to make a run. Wallace from Antoine Walker. Look out. Here is Kobe Bryant, and they're going to call a two-shot foul as Iverson fouls Bryant.
The foul is on Allen Iverson, his second.
We'll give you Bryant's last bucket here. This is just a nice move. Going down the middle, gets hit.
So Kobe Bryant, at this point with the Lakers, is the backup point guard. Lakers coming off maybe their biggest win of the year last Wednesday night without Shaquille O'Neal, defeating the Chicago Bulls by 16 at the Forum.
Eldon Campbell was magnificent, getting 34 points in the pivot, established the inside game, and then the perimeter people, Van Exel, Eddie Jones, and Horry played sensation. Put up big numbers.
87-80, the lead is 7. Under a minute and a half remaining. 1:26, 17 on the shot clock for the East. Allen guarded by Matt Maloney. And Allen will shoot over Maloney. And into the hands of Abdur Rahim. Pushing the ball up court. Abdur Rahim does it all the way on a solo shot. And the lead is down to 5. It was at 20 early here in the second half.
First time I saw Abdur Rahim was in the semifinals of the state tournament at Georgia Tech in Atlanta, Georgia.
He convinced you.
Oh, he was spectacular, Dick. Spectacular. And you just knew he was going to be a star. What talent that young man possesses.
Kobe Bryant.
And here he comes right now. He's just going to step it out. He could handle back then. And you just think about it now. This would only be his second year out of high school. First time that a freshman ever was Player of the Year in the Pac-10 last year at the University of California.
You're looking at a lot of UCLA years even after freshmen were allowed to play. Iverson makes 1 out of 2. It was a penalty situation. Iverson now with 17 points. The lead is 6, 88-82, under a minute, 51 plus. And running 16 on the shot clock. Here is Fisher going for 3. Lorenzen Wright stepped on the line and turns it over. So the East has it.
They needed that one. Matt Maloney put that one down, would have made it a 3-point game.
You see, you're used to these close games. You want a 1-point or 2-point game every time now. You know, some years we're not going to have that. Derek Fisher trips Allen Iverson, who goes sprawling. And he'll shoot 2 with 36.4 seconds remaining. Allen Iverson playing an outstanding game, and Arnold Red Auerbach nursing a cold. Still works out. Lives in Washington, D.C. And the greatest of the greats.
Not only a great coach with the 9 rings, but one of the greatest general managers in the history of this league. Knew how to keep the cupboard with talent. Knew when to get rid of players a year before they went down and their talent diminished. He had a knack.
Antoine Walker of the Celtics with a steal in the basket will ice this one. 10-point lead with 31.4 seconds, and Kobe Bryant is fouled by Antoine Walker. And the ability to pick up players from the scrap heaps, so to speak. Don Nelson being one of them, and there were many others. Emmett Bryant helped them win a championship. You can go down the line. There's Don Nelson, who's the new general manager of the Dallas Mavericks. Returning to the NBA awards.
How about taking a chance on the big redhead, Bill Walton, after all of his operations to this beat? And then that great team, the Boston Celtics, one of the 10 best teams, 1986.
There is Bill Walton.
That wasn't a bad team. They were 40-1 at home.
Not bad. And if you play 500 ball on the road, you'll have the best record in the league easily.
Not a bad club.
Kobe Bryant with the free throws now has 29 points, and that is the most ever in a rookie game. So the 18-year-old from Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia establishes a rookie scoring record with 29, and a foul is committed by Fisher.
2 years ago, Eddie Jones, currently a player with the Los Angeles Lakers out of Temple University, won the MVP in this game with 25 points.
The first MVP was Penny Hardaway, who talked with Gerald Miller earlier. And last year, Damon Stoudemire was the MVP of this game and then went on to win Rookie of the Year honors in the league. Iverson misses both free throws. Abdur-Rahim. And before he can get it up court, a timeout called by Red Holtzman and the West squad. You're allowed 2 timeouts in the second. Sleeping and got a 2 in a hurry. It's 20.1. It's 92-86. And there is Antoine Walker, who is underneath. A little late to trade hoops. Nash feeding Kobe Bryant, and 31 points for Kobe Bryant. He has long since established a rookie scoring record for this game. And out of bounds with 9.7 seconds remaining, it'll be East's ball. John Wallace will inbound. The East is going to come out on top. Last year they won 94-92. Ray Allen is fouled by Bryant with 5.3 seconds to go. But Kobe Bryant, 31 points and 8 rebounds, and he came out firing tonight.
Ray Allen to shoot. What he showed us here this evening, great athletic talent. He has all the dimensions of being a star. They are now using him, giving him more minutes, meaningful minutes with the Los Angeles Lakers. And when you realize that the Lakers are trying to lead their division, it's a great tribute to his talent to be his age and making this contribution where every game is a big game.
Playing in the rookie game, and then of course someday hopes to be in the All-Star game itself, and that's going to come your way tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern on NBC. The NBA All-Star game. Michael Jordan, of course, leading the way. Here is Travis Knight feeding into Abdur-Rahim. Final seconds, and Abdur-Rahim hits a 3 at the buzzer, and the East prevails nonetheless. And Allen Iverson with an outstanding game. Even Rick Barry's young son applauds these rookies. The final score, the East 96, the West 91. In a high-scoring affair. Allen Iverson, big star tonight as a scorer, shot blocker, and passer. Had 19 points and 9 assists. We'll be right back.